did you just kind of like grow out of that and made it through because you were able to catch up, or was there like treatments and medications that you're able to find that have helped you make it to this point?
So I used to be on like 30 pills a day, like some pills to stop things, some pills to remove the side effects, some pills to remove those side effects, and then like a multivitamin 10 pill regimen.
Yeah.
But every time you go to a new doctor, they tell you to get off all your pills for 2 weeks before you come. So none of their tests are skewed. And I noticed I felt the same amount of sick on my pills, off my pills, but I could think clearly when I was off of them. So I was kind of just like, I'm done. I'm not going back on pills, which I'm not giving out medical advice here. It's probably a stupid idea.
Yeah. Bold move for sure.
Yeah, bold move for sure. But I'm pretty intelligent, I think. And I was able to figure out some patterns that really helped me. I think we've talked about this. I take a cold bath every day.
Yeah. Yeah, you told me the classic Joe Rogan plunge, or I don't know how you...
Yep. So for 15 minutes every day, I get in about 42 to 46 degree water. I submerge my hands, my feet, and the upper part of my cheekbones.
Not the top of your head? Is that a thing?
Well, I find it hard to breathe with that submerged, but you're correct. So I go in, I go completely under for as long as I can, about 45 seconds.
Yeah.
I come up. I then submerge everything, and I look like a little frog on the water.
Oh, it just leave some breathing tubes out. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So you do keep your head as much as your head under as possible for this whole time.
Yep. Wow. And then I constantly go back to submerge myself. One of the things that causes issues with the POTS and the Ehlers-Danlos and all of those things is my body produces too much adrenaline. So by getting in this water, my body convinces itself I'm dying, and it produces all the epinephrine it can, which is like adrenaline, right?
Yeah. So you dump that for the day. Is that the idea?
Yeah. So I dump myself for the day. And after about 4 minutes, I start producing norepinephrine. So it just neutralizes adrenaline. And after another 4 minutes, 3.5 maybe, my body's completely free of adrenaline, right? And then I sit in for another X amount of minutes, and I feel like my body continues to produce the adrenaline canceling drug. So I kind of have a positive balance for the rest of the day. So day by day, fight it out.
That's epic. Yeah, I think about it a bunch. One thing I'm worried about, I was just thinking about the other day, and tell me how you handle this, is drowning. In the sense of, what if you jump in that thing, or you dunk yourself all in, and then you just pass out because today it's a worse thing. Adrenaline. Yeah. Like, is everybody watching you, or do you put a strap around yourself, and what do you do?
And that's the absolute valid concern.
I imagine the answer for a lot of people might just be nothing. It's life. Yeah. Life is dangerous.
The answer for me is nothing.
Yeah.
Right. I will cage that, hedge it by saying my body has been producing too much adrenaline my entire life. So I feel like the effects of too much adrenaline is different for me than someone else. Like my brother came and wanted to try it, and he hopped in, and he was like, I can't see, I can't breathe. This is horrible. I can't do it. Right. He did it because he's a man.
Yeah.
Job.
Oh, he still got in. Nice.
Stuck in there.
Can't see, but I'm still going to get in.
But not something I've ever been concerned at.
That's good. Yeah. It's good to check in with yourself there as you're getting in. Make sure you're feeling strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine. Well, one positive would be is if you're in this cold bath, you have a few minutes. You probably chill your body down. Someone could revive you after you're frozen.
Yeah,
down there.
Yeah, the big plus. Big plus for sure.
Well, make sure your wife's around. Someone to watch out for you. Stay safe.
Yeah. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah.
Most of the time she can gauge how well I'm doing through the curse words I'm shouting when I initially hop in, right? Like, oh man, this is cold. Oh man.
Oh, okay. So it hasn't gotten easy for you?
Yeah.
The way you talk was it's like, I just jumped right in.
No, so it's gotten easier because I understand the benefits and I can see them. And I would say maybe 30%, 40% of the days, it's just like grit your teeth and pure willpower.
Wow. Have you tried any breathing stuff to get into that Wim Hof exercise and all that stuff?
Yeah, I breathe the whole time I'm in there. Yeah. So there's deep breaths, you know what I mean, through your diaphragm, that whole nine. But
yeah, I don't know too much about it, but I just know that that's part of enjoying it or getting through it in a reasonable way or something is teaching your body to chill out. But I think if you're staying in that long already, like you must have gotten through that idea, right? Like at that temperature, you'd get out after 2 minutes if you're not really ready.
And so I think a lot of it just boils down to stubbornness for me. You just got to grit your teeth and do stuff. So
is that a common theme in your life? Is that how you got
when
all
I was
these
in
things?
high school, I was in like a support group for a couple of other people who had the severity of illness I had with a bunch of the side effects. Most of them at this point in life have feeding tubes because they were tired of eating because it made them nauseous and they'd throw up. Most of their muscles atrophied because if you stand up and pass out, a lot of people just kind of quit and
stop standing up.
And then that causes blood issues and strokes and you know what I mean? So I think stubbornness plays a key role in my life.
Wow.
I don't care if I've thrown up 60 times today. I'm going to eat this piece of bread with some peanut butter on it because this is what I want to do to be successful, right? Or I don't care if I pass out when I stand up. I'll crawl. I'm getting off this couch and I'm going to go do something, right? And I think a lot of it is big blessings from God, like completely honest. Like, don't see myself getting out of this by myself. But
is that part of your daily routine? You're praying through a lot of these things?
Yeah. So big believer in prayer, go to church every Sunday, do that whole 9.
Nice.
I think it is really important. And I think the other thing that's really cool is church, any organized religion, any kind of organized club has successful people and they have a clear path of the metrics that meet values, right? And so like having a mentor or anything in life that shows you successful people that have achieved your values and shows you the metrics they use to get there. That is the like most important end all be all, in my opinion. Getting that mentorship, having someone who's kind of been through it and done it, and showing others, these are the metrics, these are the values. This is how I went about it.
Yeah.